what's up everyone? It's Candace, Matthias and Adtuwne, and we are open for discussions. So it's a new year, it's 2015, and we first have to apologize for our little hiatus that we took. We did have to go away for some time, and Matt can briefly touch on that for a little bit now.
Yeah, so, we weren't uploading any videos or any information on the show because I was in an accident where I broke my arm and my leg. But like Candace said, it's a new year, new me. So we're about to get it popping.
Yes, you're well, you're healthy, you look good, so we're glad to have you back.
Thank you.
We're glad that you're good.
I'm back balling, scoring 30 games.
How are you doing, Mr. Cap?
I'm good, New year, new me. That's what everybody says, so I'm just sticking to the script.
Alright, so today we will be speaking on some aspects of dating, and of course we know that can be a very broad discussion, so we'll only touch on a few things today. Today the guys will be hipping me to the $15 date debate.
True.
We'll speak on some standards of dating, and then we'll get into the #1 cardinal rule of that infamous X. So, what is the $15 date debate?
Alright, so I was having this conversation with my boy, and we were trying to figure out if it's possible to take a girl out on $15 for the both of you and actually have a good time. And this is the first date.
Okay.
So we got into a big discussion about whether it's possible or not. And I said it's not possible. It's like impossible to do. Okay. And he disagreed.
You think you can take someone on $15?
I know you can, but it all depends on the female who you're dating. Like, your first date should be based on getting to know that person anyway. So you want to do something where you guys are going to sit down and talk. So you can go to Boston Common, you go to the Arboretum and everything. So $5 on getting yourself there with the MBTA if you're on a bus, or if you're driving, you're good. And if, you see a hot dog stand, that's another $5, and that's good. You got $5 to keep in your pocket.
Okay. Whose phone's going off? That's yours? Must be the cameraman or the PA. But, so my question is, do you go on this date with only $15, or do you have money in case of emergency?
I'm a firm believer in always having money for an emergency. Okay. But when we were talking about it, it was strictly $15, no more. And
that's not safe.
That's what I said. I said
that's not safe.
So you don't never know what you're about to run into.
Exactly.
But like Cap said, like you could go to the Commons, but what about in the wintertime?
Okay. In the wintertime, $15.
That's cool in the summer.
15
right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing.
It's tough.
She's not, okay, we'll put it in the perspective of the man taking the female out on a date. So she does not know that you only have $15, or that you only plan to spend $15. So what if you guys are going to the movies on a Tuesday, $7 tickets, that's $14 right there. But then she decides, oh, I want some popcorn and a soda, then what?
Shit get real. Like, that emergency money becomes date money, and then you got no emergency money. So, I mean, I think it's possible to do it, but I don't think that people would, just, that would be their best bet is to do a $15 date, not in this day.
So is the purpose of the $15 so that you're not splurging on someone because you don't necessarily know where you two will end up after that first date?
Well,
or is it just because you're cheap as hell and you don't want to spend more than $15?
The conversation started because he didn't have enough money to take her, anywhere else. So in that case, it's like, if you're trying to be cheap, then it works very well in the summertime, but in the wintertime, it's going to be impossible to do this thing. Like, really, that's not happening.
That's iffy. I don't know. I think you can take me out on $15. I'm not picky and I don't expect a lot, but
that's hard to believe. That's hard to believe. It's like I feel like she's reading the script right now.
No.
I don't believe that.
When I go on dates, first of all, I always have my own money because you never know. And I'm not gonna go on a date and expect you to pay for dinner and then pay for parking, and so it's like, oh, you need me to handle parking? Oh, I'll take care of the movie tickets and you take care of dinner. So I don't know. That's iffy. So from moving forward, will you go on dates with $15 or more, or?
If I'm already like if my position with this person is already established, then I'm definitely gonna go. It's possible when you know you guys like each other, you guys have been on multiple dates before, but as far as the first date, I'll never in my life go on a $15 date for the first date.
What about you?
$15, I don't know, but I believe your first date should be on the budget.
Okay. Should I comment on that?
Yes.
I mean, if I'm taking a guy out on a date, I will be bringing more than $15, just because you never know what can happen.
So you would take someone out on the first date?
Absolutely.
You would take somebody out?
Absolutely.
That would be the last date, though, right?
Why would it be the last?
In your head, you know, like, it's the last time I'm fucking with this.
No, I've never taken. I mean, is this in a relationship or outside of a relationship?
Outside of a relationship, just getting to know somebody.
I will take him on a date.
Definitely, that's what's up. I mean, you know,
I might bring $25, maybe not 15, but
I think someone's calling your bullshit right now.
Whatever. With this whole $15 or whatever, people go on dates with expectations or requirements for the person, whoever they're going out with. So we decided that we would make a list of our top 5 standards for dating. So who wants to start?
I'll start.
Okay.
So my top 5 requirements.
Hold on. Let them see. Hold on. Can we show them Cap's new phone and how it unlocks?
Okay.
He's really excited about this.
Only I can get into my phone. I don't care what people are trying to do. I gotta be sleeping for someone to get in my phone. They gotta take my finger and do one of those.
He's really excited about that.
I'm in there. Let's get it.
Alright, so let's hear your top 5. Are we calling them requirements, expectations, standards?
Yeah, I'll say like requirements / expectations / standards.
Alright.
So this is what I expect out of, you know, a girl. If I'm dating a girl, this is what, you know.
And this is the first date or long-term dating?
Yeah, or just dating in general. So, you know, you go through the dating phase. So,
alright.
First, she has to be open-minded. So, you know me, I can go deep with conversation. I can say some outlandish shit. So if I say something like, you know, aliens exist, I don't want her saying, oh, it's stupid. I don't even want to talk about it. If I say aliens exist, I want her to at least say, okay, go deeper. You know, let's start a conversation about this. Why would he say something like that? Number 2 is be in control of your baggage. So we all have baggage, right?
You mean like the crazy exes?
It could be your crazy ex, it could be your baby's father, you know, it could be anything. So like let's say for example you have a baby's father and you're dating me, you know, be in control of the situation with him so that I don't have to be involved with your baby's father. And same thing with your ex, you know.
Alright.
3 is patience.
Okay.
You gotta be patient.
Patient
with everything.
Okay.
So let's say like 1, you gotta be patient. Let's say, you know, we got a date where we're gonna just chill, watch some Netflix or something like that. And you know, I'm supposed to be at your house by 9. Don't text me at 8:30 asking if I left my house yet. Like, you know, just chill. Be patient. Or if we on the second date, please don't ask, okay, so what do you want from me? Like, what are we expecting? Like, where do we go from here? Like, be patient. Like, let's just let shit flow.
That's real.
Just let shit flow.
Let shit flow.
That's real.
Number 4, you gotta be chill. You gotta be a chill person. Like, when I say chill, every weekend you can't be turning up. If on Friday I say, hey baby, what's your plans for the weekend? Oh, I'm about to hit this with the girls, you know, we're about to do that, and then Saturday, we going out to Providence, we going to do that. For Providence, we going straight to New York. Like, okay, that's cool for this weekend, but if every other weekend is like
you can't do nothing for the rest of the month.
Yeah,
do all
it's like, damn, like you turning up, like you giving yourself too much opportunity for other people or whatever.
Okay.
And last but not least, respect. You gotta respect yourself, and you gotta respect me.
Okay.
So if you don't respect yourself, I can't respect you, and that goes in all aspects of the word.
I think those are great standards to have. All right. You want to go next, Matt?
Yeah, I'll go next. All right, so 1, you gotta have a sense of humor. That's like the most important thing to me. Like I'm a joke, so I like to be myself. I like to let loose. So if you can't accept the silly side of me, then it's gonna be real tough.
Okay.
Like Cap said, you gotta be chill. I can't be with someone who is always in the club because y'all know how I feel about the club.
Yeah.
So I don't really like being in the club. I don't like going to the bar that much. Like once in a while it's cool, but other than that, I just like to chill, lay back, stay low key. 3, I definitely want someone who has her own life. You know, I can't be with someone who like when we start dating, I become their entire life. Like I can't do that. That's crazy. And I definitely can't like. And I don't like the attention whores. So I don't like the people who be like, yo, let's take a picture for Instagram. Or, let's do this. Yeah. You know, I can't like every time we chill, like we gotta. No, I can't do that. So does that count as 4? Or is that wrapped in?
No.
In 3.
That's about like.
No, I think you got one more. You said someone who has their own life. You don't like the attention whores. Well, does that go hand in hand with that?
It's hand in hand.
Okay. And then so you have 2 more.
I'm gonna go with respect. I need someone who respects herself, and I need me someone who got a little wild side to them. I'm not even gonna front like that's not important because I need me a little freak. You know what I mean?
So it was difficult for me to make my standards list, guys.
We know.
I'll have to listen to this.
All right. So my first.
Breaking news.
Shut up, man. My first number 1 was that he has to have a relationship with God. He has to love and have a relationship with God.
Put that on my list.
That's it. Number 1.
That's right.
That's simple, right? So number 2, he has to understand that I have dreams, accept the fact that I will be working very hard and may not have much time to spend with him, and he has to be supportive of that.
So he's always gonna come at least 30 in your life.
Yep. Or.
At this point in my life, yes.
That just cut off like 80% of the population.
So right now he's in that, he gotta play that side nigga role right now.
Yeah, basically. That's the position.
Yeah. Anyways, number 3 is that he has to have dreams of his own and goals that he's trying to attain. So I mean, we should both be out here working, trying to get this money.
Right, cut that check.
Number 4, like Matt, he has to have a great sense of humor. Like, I'm very silly, so I need someone who can deal with that and make me laugh because I love to laugh. And then he has to be able to hold a conversation with me, and that means on the phone, in person. You guys know how I feel about texting. I don't like it. Do not text me. Pick up the phone and call me or come see me. That's it.
That's real.
That's a solid list.
All right. So I had a little game that I wanted to do with our top list. I want everyone to take their list, and we'll remove 2 points from everyone's list to see if the person still makes the cut. So let me see your list. All right. So let's see. What can we remove for Cap? I'm gonna take away this one.
Which one?
Number 2.
Oh God.
What are you taking away?
Oh, okay, I'll take away number 1.
Okay, so we have removed someone who is open-minded and someone who can control their baggage. So now you're down to someone who's patient, chilled, and respectful. Will you still date her?
Patient, chilled, and respectful. I think that could work out. I think you know, not everybody will enter. Like, especially with me, I'm weird, so if I talk about weird stuff, you know what I'm saying, people will get used to it. So if you're not into that at first, you know, in the past, some people have gotten used to a lot. That's just him, and they've grown to have those conversations. So I think I can do that.
So you can do.
But no, matter of fact, the whole the baggage thing, that's important. So I couldn't deal with it. If I'm in a situation where, you know, baby daddy is on some other stuff and. You know, her ex is still on some other stuff, then nah.
So if we remove your top 5 standards, that's it. You're good on that.
You could probably take out the respect thing. If
No, we're taking out.
If you respect yourself, I can still get with you.
All right. What do you want to remove from Matt's list?
Let's take out the sense of humor. Oh, come on.
Okay, and I'm removing. She doesn't have her own life. Was that the second one you said? Okay, so now what's left?
Attention whore. Respect.
There was something else.
Chill.
Okay, so will you...
A respectful, chill attention whore. We might could make that work.
She's not funny. She doesn't have a sense of humor.
She a freak though.
Anyway. Alright, remove 2 things from my list. Go ahead.
Alright, so let's say he does it, let's say he's atheist.
Okay. So you're taking
no.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, okay, go ahead.
Alright, we're gonna take away he don't got no dreams.
He's an atheist and he don't have any dreams? No.
Listen,
right,
with all 5 of those, you're only dating like 5% of the population.
Right,
well, I guess I'm gonna be single then.
So you said he has to have a relationship. Okay, what if he just don't have a relationship with God and he doesn't have big dreams?
He doesn't have a relationship with God and he has no dreams?
Yeah.
No. Why are you living? Like, why are you living?
He understands that you got dreams. He's silly and he can hold a conversation. You can't rock with that? That's real.
That's real.
I feel bad for a lot of dudes out there.
This is a tough question.
Why? Are there a lot of atheists in the world, or are there a lot of men who...
There's a lot of men who don't have a relationship with God.
I feel like a lot of people grow out of the manipulation of religion. So maybe he probably...
But it's not necessarily being religious, like just be a spiritual person, you know what I mean?
I understand.
But I do have some questions about this. So do you think it's unrealistic to have requirements or expectations when you're dating someone?
No. I think that's very fair.
I think people take away, like, a lot of people go into situations where they just don't even have expectations because of their past experiences.
That's a good point. So, do you think a long list of standards can potentially hold us back from meeting the right person, if you will? Because according to you guys, there are only 5% of the population out there for me. So do you think my list of standards can hold me back from being in a successful relationship? Because it's like, you have to meet this requirement. Oh, you don't meet that one. Sorry, it's not gonna happen.
In our society, in our culture, I feel like that's what a lot of people are doing. Like, that's why there's so many, you know, single people, or like even people in relationships that the relationships aren't working, is the expectations. Like, you know, people just have high standards, and it's like you could have a beautiful girl who does everything, but then you'll see someone who looks better, or, you know, who holds a better conversation, and it's like, damn, you know what, on to the next one. So
I was talking to one of my sisters, and they were saying that in order to have a great relationship, you guys need to be, like, you guys need to become one. So to become one strong relationship, 2 individuals with one strong relationship, you guys have to, there shouldn't be, you guys should balance each other out. So there shouldn't be someone who, like, one of yours is, you know, having a relationship with God. She was saying, if you really want to have a successful relationship, you shouldn't be with someone who doesn't have a relationship with God and then try and force them to have a relationship with God.
Right.
They should already come to you with the relationship, so that when you guys come together, you build a stronger relationship with God together.
So do you think these are things that can change over time though? Like, so say for instance, I meet someone who does have a relationship with God. He can hold a conversation. He's supportive of my dreams, but he doesn't necessarily have dreams of his own. Like, don't you think after being around someone who does have dreams and you see, you know, the way their life is going, you will eventually start to say, okay, you know, I want that too, and start setting goals for yourself?
It's possible, or you could end up like Nicki Minaj's ex and just be, you know, I mean, you see where it got him.
Shout out to Nicki and her ex.
Can I ask you a question though?
Hi Nicki, if you watching.
Yeah, for real. So Candace, I would like to know from you, you know, the same question, because it's been plenty times where I've been, you know, talking to a girl, she'll talk about her ex, and it's like, okay, damn, but if you're going through all that, why was you dealing with him? And it's like 99% of the time the answer is, well, I thought I could change him.
Oh.
So like,
I've been there before.
So, can you answer the question you just asked me?
What was the question?
She was thinking about that long history.
Yeah. She's still reminiscing right now. So, what was the question back? It was,
well, I know you just said, do you think you can change him? Like,
do you think that's something that can change over time?
Yeah.
Honestly, it depends on who the person is, because people aren't going to change unless they want to. So you can get into a situation thinking, yeah, I can definitely change this person, I can help to make them better, and in some instances, women do get into relationships for that reason, but...
Follow-up question. What makes it so easy for a woman to jump into a situation with a dude where they meet none of their requirements, none of their expectations, but you're like, well, this is someone I think I could change. What makes it so easy for you to make that decision?
I don't know if I can answer that question because I feel like you would have. I'm
in
not just jumping.
Past, name one thing that, like, in your past experience, like, what made it easy for you to say, all right, cool, you know what? He doesn't meet 3 out of 5 of my expectations, but you know what? I'm going to give this a try and try to change him.
Because you probably saw potential in that person.
All right, that's real.
No, shout out to the girls who got that patience and they're strong enough to lift that person up, but, you know, it's real hard to change a dude with bad habits.
Definitely. I'm always the same.
So, I want to look at a different part of dating. You know, when dating, someone comes to an end because unfortunately not all relationships can last. So,
That's true.
Yeah, they do unfortunately end. But when it comes to dating someone, when you do break up with them, is there ever an okay time for your friend or family member to date your ex?
Nope.
She's not supposed to be talking, but we're gonna let her slide right now.
Nah.
No?
Once I'm in a relationship with someone, she's off limits. Nobody can touch that. Like.
Can I just say, when I was leaving the house, my mother said, "Oh, where you going?" I said, "We gotta I have a show with the boys today."
Shout out to your mom.
Shout out.
Shout out to mom. And she said, "What's the show about?" So, you know, I gave her a little brief overview and I said, we will be talking about the cardinal rule when it comes to an ex. Is it ever okay to date someone's ex, to date your friend's ex, and when is it okay? She was like, when they're done with them.
That's real, see? You know? And it depends on that. It depends on how deeply you felt about that person. And then it depends on other things like, for example, some people start dating like in middle school or high school. So let's say you dated someone in high school, you know, that was a high school sweetheart from like 10th grade to your senior year. Now you're like 27, 28. So if I go to my man like, yo, guess who I ran into so-and-so or whatever. And that's his high school sweetheart or probably like someone he dated like in 10th grade, then I don't expect him to be like, yo, she's off limits.
I'm going to go with Matt and say that person you date is forever off limits because...
Not date.
But,
wait, is it a date or...
No, like a relationship, in a relationship. So, you're saying the high school sweetheart. My little relationship that started in middle school lasted half of my life. So there's no way any friend or family member of mine will be dating my ex. I think that's no.
I think
so. It does depend on. You're saying it depends on the situation. I'm saying absolutely not ever. And I can't even say that because I dated my cousin's ex. So I can't say that. But it was different because.
Yeah, I want to know how it was different.
It was different.
Now I'm interested.
Yeah, shout out to Ashley because she told me to shout her out on the show. But it was different because Ashley met this guy. He liked her. She didn't like him. They were in a relationship for maybe a month, maybe 2 months. We were in middle school, high school, whatever. She's a little older than me. And she didn't like him, but I did. So when they broke up, she was like, you can talk to him. Like, I never liked him like that. I think she wanted a jersey dress out of him or something like that. So that was different. It definitely does depend on the situation. We were kids, so.
That's what I'm saying, though. I think if you in a relationship after, if your relationship ended before you were 17 or 18, then that person's open game. Like that's free game right there.
Nah, I'll say that anyone I dated when I was in middle school, that's anybody. I ain't tripping on that.
And that's because it was just a middle school relationship. It wasn't the same situation where I dated someone from middle school for half my life. That's the exception, right? We're gonna agree on that, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't feel like I could ever be in the same room with my friends at a dinner party, whatever, get together, and I'm sitting down with her ex or vice versa. Like,
love is love. I mean, I don't want to jump straight to love, but I'm going to state facts. There's more women in this world than men. So y'all going to have to stop being so greedy and just accept the fact that, like, you are going to bump into somebody that maybe your friend talked to, maybe your friend grabbed their number. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they went on 1 or 2 dates or whatever.
In middle school.
Middle school or high school, or even if they're 21, even if they're in their 20s. Okay, so for example, you meet somebody, right? You're like 21, 22. Y'all exchange numbers, y'all go on a few dates, nothing happens from it. Your friend meets that person
At
a few
26.
years later. Yeah, a few years later. They go to the movies, they do dinner and all that, but they feeling each other. Like that's something that nobody should feel a certain way about.
But that's just 2 dates though.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like in a relationship, you're not dating your friend's ex who you were in a relationship with, and then you have to look at it. If my friend tells me, if she's coming to me complaining about this guy every week, why would I then go date him? You know what I mean?
Because maybe, like you said, hold on, you said earlier that sometimes, 99% of the time, some women think they could change that person. Maybe your girl wasn't good for him, but maybe you could bring out of him, what it is that will, help him to bring in his side to make it a 50-50 thing and make the whole situation work.
Okay, Cap. So,
I don't know.
You're in a relationship with a girl.
Mm-hmm.
You guys date for 2 years.
Yeah. That's a relationship right there.
Okay.
I'm not touching that girl.
6 months later.
That's real.
How do you feel about Matt being with that girl?
I would feel some type of way. I would definitely feel some type of way.
You're in a relationship with a girl for 2 years.
Yeah.
6 months later, he starts dating her. Does that create friction between you and him?
I'm cutting him off. Off rip.
I understand that.
You might have to sit down and evaluate this friendship y'all have.
I understand that.
You cannot date any of his exes, but you can have all of his exes.
But I would never in my life, I can't do it. I cannot, me as a person, I cannot. Once someone has feelings, think about, all right, a lot of my friends, when they catch feelings for a girl, they catch feelings. Mm-hmm. So I cannot see myself going after a girl they caught feelings for. It's hard.
Why would a female want to talk to her ex's friend? Like, that is shady as shit.
Now, here's my thing, right? If, let's say, for example, you deal with somebody, y'all was in a relationship, but now you found somebody else, you good. You don't really want that relationship with that person. You want to live your life and be happy. But your ex is still on you, like, calling you 24/7, and you just can't shake him off. Like, he just bothering you. You emotionally detached from this person, right? Mm-hmm. Would you allow your friend to date that person when he's bothering you, just want him out of your life and all of that? Like, isn't that an opportunity for you, like, just anybody? Like, you wouldn't feel to the point like, anybody, please just take this dude, like, man, what about you? If a girl is on your back, like one of your exes just won't leave you alone, won't let you live your life, won't let you be comfortable with your new girl,
she'll probably only date you to get around him if it's that deep.
But what if the next dude giving her what he used to give her? Would you allow that? That's a situation. No. Y'all are lying. Y'all are lying for TV. Y'all are lying for TV.
Who's lying for TV?
Y'all are lying.
We're not lying.
My point is, if you deal with somebody and you emotionally detach from that person, I'm not saying it's a person where if they was to come back in the picture, hands down, you're gonna let them back in your life. No, I'm talking about a person you don't even want to deal with no more.
If she was like that, that's what I'm saying. If she was like that,
I'll be like, yo, Matt, do your thing, bro. I want to be happy, and you my nigga, and that's why I know you my nigga, because you want me to be happy by taking her off. You know what I mean?
Even though you're emotionally detached, there is still history. There are still memories, and I just don't understand how you can be in the same room with your ex knowing that your friend is not with that person, or vice versa.
My thing is, I don't know how long you was plotting on making a move.
That's real.
That's why I can't do it. So if you're like, all right, this has been over for like 4 years. I'm gonna see what's up. I don't know what your intentions was. So, like off rip, I'm gonna say, yo, this dude was plotting from jump. I'm not with it.
Even though you're emotionally detached from someone, there is still history there.
There's always,
especially if you were in love with someone, you may not still be in love with them, but you will always have love for them, in my opinion. So I just don't understand, especially if it was physical and.
You know what's on my mind? The stories he was telling me.
True.
You know what I mean? Like,
wait, what?
The stories he was telling, like, yo, he might have said, yo, we had a crazy weekend, bro. This is what we did. Mm-hmm. That's on my mind. Like, when I'm looking at her, I'm like, you was like, you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I can't do it, bro.
I'm not comfortable with nobody dating my exes, but if it's an ex that I really want out of my life completely, and my boy can help me with that,
Okay, so you're not comfortable with your friends dating your exes unless she's a psycho.
Unless it's got to the point where I really want her out of my life. I want to be comfortable with my life. I want to be comfortable with whoever I'm dealing with, and I don't want that past interfering. Like I said, control your baggage. So if that's some baggage I'm bringing into a situation where I'm not dealing with her, but she's continuing to make herself baggage, then a way of me controlling it is probably one of my boys just taking her off. You know what I mean? Just.
You know, I'm saying that, but I would date some of my ex's friends.
All right, no, we gonna wrap. This is where it ends. We're gonna wrap this up. I can't believe you just said that.
Now that I'm thinking of it, I would do that.
It's real out here, though. That's that signing shit.
Guys are different than
you're
girls.
right.
That's that signing shit.
Do you guys see what I'm dealing with these two? Like,
I would do it. There'd be some good catches, man.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about this afterwards. We're going to wrap this up because it's clearly getting out of hand. So Matt, no one can date your ex, and your ex can't date any of your friends.
I mean, here's the thing: they could do whatever they want, right? Everyone can do whatever they want, but if you do,
you will feel some type of way.
I'm not gonna feel no type of way. I'm just cutting everybody. I'm just cutting everybody off. It's gonna be that.
So
easy.
you feeling some type of way if you're cutting everyone off? Yeah.
Okay. I guess that's feeling. I'm not gonna feel like it's not gonna drag on. Like, oh, y'all are fucking with each other. Cool. Like, my blessings, but I'm just not gonna associate. Yeah.
All right.
Relationships are not a threat because
no one's dating my ex, and my ex is dating none of my friends. I don't care. And like Matt said, I will be cutting some people off.
For me, I'm definitely not comfortable with any of my boys dating my exes that we had good history with. But if I don't have any of those type of exes, but if I did have someone who was like nagging and just not letting me live my life,
anyone can have her.
Then if it's one of my boys, then you my nigga for that.
Thank you everyone for watching. We will see you guys again. I guess for me, what am I?
You are that kid who they play with a toy, that toy gets old to them. Oh, fuck that toy, I'm throwing it over there. Somebody else picks that toy up, like, oh, this is dope. And you looking at it, yo, give me that toy back. I was playing with it.
That's I'm not that kind of kid.
No,
I'm not
this is a little different, bro.
This is way different.